Hi, I am Chef Scott, and welcome to Sacks in the Kitchen. We're here in Berkeley, California at Berkeley Adult School, woo! Where I teach culinary arts to students who want to be professionals in our industry. This YouTube channel is all about innovative recipes and kitchen shortcuts. And I think you're going to have a lot of fun with it. For my weekly episodes, uploaded every Thursday, subscribe to my channel now. Hi, I'm Chef Scott, and welcome to Berkeley Adult School's shelter-in-place cooking lessons. Here I am in my partner's apartment, Chef Craig, and the kitchen is rather small. So I'm going to use this area to demonstrate a really easy thing to do at home. So many people are baking now, and they're baking breads, and they're doing so much more than they ever did before. So when I came over yesterday, he had like the best scones all ready for me. And it was incredible because there's only 3 ingredients. And I thought that should be the first lesson for this new shelter-in-place cooking school, shall we say. So let's start. You start with 3 cups of self-rising flour. Now, I have 2 cups in here, and I wanted to show you the proper method for measuring a cup so you don't get too much flour. I'm going to go ahead and use a tablespoon to fill my cup. This way I'm not packing in the flour. Very simple. Once you get to a height where it looks fairly full, take a knife, a spatula, anything flat, and there's your cup. So now I have 3 cups of self-rising flour in here. I'm going to add in, are you ready for this? 1 cup of 7-Up. And I'm going to add in 1 cup of heavy whipping cream. Don't use half and half. Don't use milk. Don't use canned milk. Use 1 cup of heavy cream. Now, there's something, before I mix this up, there's something that I want to tell you. Not everybody, I don't want to encourage you to go shopping. So if you don't have self-rising flour, all you have to do is add 4½ teaspoons of baking powder and 3/4 teaspoon of salt to your regular flour, to your 3 cups of regular flour. So that would make 5 ingredients. But right now we're just going to mix this up. It's going to be wet. It's going to make you think it's not quite ready, but it takes very little. By the way, I've been preheating the oven to 350 degrees, and I also have sheet pans that are lined with parchment, but you can just spray them or grease them if you want, and it'll work just as well. So I'm going to put them out right now. And I'm going to keep stirring this until I get a nice, slightly sticky, tacky kind of dough. You never want to overmix biscuits or scones. Remember, for people who are not aware, that scones are basically English-type biscuits. So let's make some room here so I can roll these out. Okay, I think this is about it. Craig, is that about how it looked for you yesterday?
Yes, don't overmix. You said it.
I won't overmix. Now I'm going to put some flour on the table. There's no way you want to do this without flour on the table. I'm just going to scrape it all. Scrape it all on there. Let's get rid of that. And it also is a good idea to get some flour on your hands because I can tell. I can just tell. And I'm at first going to go a little bit slow so I can get most of this covered with flour. I think it needs just a little bit more around here. Okay, so look, I have a rolling pin, and the idea is to roll this out to about 1 inch. And if you don't have a rolling pin, just flatten it with your hands. Scones really are best when you do the least amount possible. Once you're done, you can cut them to any size you want. May I have that, Craig? This is what Craig used yesterday, just a measuring cup without a handle, or you can use just a glass. We have cookie cutters here if we wanted to actually change up the size. I'm just going to use what Craig did yesterday. Cut it.
And dip your cutter in flour.
Oh, thank you. Oh, thanks for that. Okay, and then right there so Craig did come up with a good point. Dip your cutter in flour or else everything's just going to stick. Boy, you're right, Craig, that is awfully sticky stuff. Is this how hard you had a time yesterday? Okay, so I'll tell you what we're going to do. Let's just... There. I notice I'm trying not to handle it too much because the more it sticks to your hands, the more it sticks to your hands. Okay. Oh boy. There's another one. Much better. Much better. There. Well, so look, I've made my 8 scones and you could put them in the oven right now. I'm actually going to do something a little different. I am going to put some cream on top. It promotes for a really lovely color on top of the scones. It is not necessary. The ones that you made yesterday, did they have cream on top? No. No, I didn't hear you. What?
No, there's no cream.
Okay.
I couldn't find the brush.
Oh, well, here we go. So the other thing is, 1 second, I'll be right back. Craig, you can show them the lamb stew we're working on and the sourdough bread you made and the sourdough starter you have. I'll be right back. I want to get something. So our quarantine is so much about cooking and eating, and there is something else you can do at this point. Now that you've brushed the cream on top, I can add a little bit of sugar. Gives you that nice bakery finish. All right, so I'm going to go put them in the oven, and we'll see what they look like in about 15 minutes. 350 degrees, remember. Well, hi again. So we have our scones. This oven here at home does not do the job in darkening the way I wish it would, but we have our 8 scones, and you can see just, other than the fact that they're really hot, you can see how beautifully fluffy they are. Let's break one open. Oh, is that beautiful? So, of course, scones and jam go together like peanut butter and jelly. Let's see. This is really something you should try at home. So this is my suggestion for you. First of all, the written recipe is underneath this video. So look for that. If you have a question, leave a comment on YouTube and I will receive that comment and get back to you. And finally, if you want to see a more complex scone recipe, just click where this comes up. You'll see it. You're going to just click on the link that's about to come up. And with that, I'm going to say have a great day. Stay healthy.